we made it to the hot tub. It is fantastic here. Check it out, guys. So this is the brand new apartment complex I just moved into. We've got a little fire over there, all sorts of stuff. Camila Cabello playing in the background. This is cool stuff. But what we're gonna go into right now is audience awareness level 1. This is a really important one. If you're in the service-based industry, this might not relate as much to you. If you're somebody that's selling a physical product, especially a supplement or some sort of salve or health product, a physical thing that you ship to somebody, there's a high likelihood that you could fall into the not aware audience category. So what is a not aware audience? The simplest way to put this is an audience that is not aware of you, has no idea who you are, has no idea what your product does, has no idea what problems your product solves, any of that stuff. That is a not aware audience. So how do you open up a not aware audience when they don't know who you are, they don't know what your product is, they don't know any of that stuff yet? Is a great example of a not aware audience is something like the vitamin D market. Here in Montana, it usually gets really glum and dim and no sun. So people get really depressed because there's no vitamin D they're getting from the sun. 20 years ago, nobody knew this was a problem though, all right? So you can't just say, someone can't just come up with the idea of, I have a vitamin D product, do you want my vitamin D product now? Because I'm gonna say, no, I have no idea what it's for yet. I have no idea what vitamin D solves. I have no idea what it does. So I can't sell them on the name of my product. It's just the same. It doesn't matter how cheap I would make vitamin D. If I was gonna sell it to an unaware audience in Montana that needs vitamin D because they're not getting enough sun, I can't say this is the lowest price we're ever gonna sell it for. I can't talk about the specific special mechanism that vitamin D has, all because my audience has no idea what vitamin D is yet. There's no idea what it does. So it doesn't matter about my product, my price point, the name, the pain points, what it solves, any of that stuff. What only matters about the not aware audience, the only way to open them up to a new product is to do this very important thing, which is called voicing unsaid emotions. A quick example of this real quick. If you were to say, like another great example of a not aware product, a not aware audience, was the deodorant companies. They opened up a not antiperspirant deodorant. There was perspirant deodorant that allows you to sweat, it just doesn't stink, and then there's antiperspirant deodorant that makes you not sweat at all throughout the entire day. These are two very different products, but when they first came out with antiperspirant, nobody knew what that meant. So how do you open up a new audience and start selling them an antiperspirant deodorant? Well, the way is that you have to start talking about these unvoiced emotions, these slight dissatisfactions that people have but not really are at the front of their consciousness. It's not even necessarily a problem that people have yet. It's just a slight desire that they have for something better, a way to improve it. So you can't talk about the name. What do you talk about? You talk about like a story that a guy would go into. It would be like, are you tired of pit stains? Are you tired of having those nasty pit stains on your shirt? Are you tired? You ask questions. You start to voice these emotions. Are you sick of your wet armpits being wet all the time? Or maybe tell a story about how some poor guy got made fun of by a girl because he had pit stains. All right, this is a great way to open up a not aware audience. Another example would be the ads you see online all the time are the 5 foods that you're probably eating right now that are causing unnecessary bloat. We're not talking about the name of the product. We're not even talking about the product yet, or even how to solve these problems. We're just giving people a slight little bit of curiosity, a way to opt in, a little bit of emotion to get in and talk more about it. All right, so that's how we open up a not aware audience. We voice an unsaid emotion or feeling that people might have. We can't talk about the price. We can't talk about the product. We can't talk about any of this stuff. All right. So that's essentially audience awareness level 1. If you're in the service-based industry right now, this might not relate as much to you, but if you're ever planning on selling physical products of any kind, especially supplements is a huge one, you have to learn how to talk to people's unsaid emotions, these hidden desires, these hidden things that they don't even necessarily share, they don't even necessarily know that they're thinking all day. They're like subconscious thoughts that your job is to bring to the conscious mind, and only then can you actually start talking about your product.